Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nailah. I'm 29 years old, and I'm based in the Bay Area in California. So the photo series stems from the work that I've been doing over the last few years, writing about Muslim dating and marriage issues, particularly the premarital issues of how young Muslims are meeting and what problems they face, particularly from the perspective of Muslim women. The isms that I chose to focus on for this photo series are ageism, racism, sexism, and colorism.
Hi, my name is Hauwa Abbas, and I am the videographer and social media person behind the Isms Project. So this project is very important to me, mainly because I am a single woman myself, and the pursuit to marriage is never easy. And there's so many obstacles that you have to face, whether it's those guys and their biodatas that are so discriminatory and very, very skewed.
Hi, my name is Qamara from Shots by Q Photography, and I am the photographer on this Isms project. My motivation behind joining the project was the fact that so many women that I know personally, as well as across social media, have been affected by at least one of these isms that we've shown, and some of the isms that we weren't able to incorporate into our project.
Hi, I'm Laterry, the executive director of So Modest Studio. First got the call about this project, I was just over the moon that this conversation was happening. Like, these are the conversations that we have, you know, within ourselves and within our communities, within our homes constantly, but until it's really brought to the forefront, we can't expect to see the kind of transformational change that's going to impact like our community in major ways.
Please tell us about your role in the photo series.
I represented Sexism. I've been Muslim for over 4 years, and one of the reasons that I did convert was because I started reading the Quran, and I started reading the ayah about women's rights specifically. That was like the first ayah that I opened up into when I started reading the Quran, and I was like, wow, this is everything that I've been saying, this is everything that I believe, this is everything that I feel that a woman deserves, and the way she should be honored and dignified. I am very aware of these things, and I'm currently educating myself, and I continue to educate other women about their Islamic rights in terms of, you know, women have a very beautiful place in Islam, and I get called a feminist a lot because I do stand up for women's rights from like an Islamic viewpoint in terms of like men being providers and protectors of women and maintenance, and like, you know, we have our rights, like a right to a dowry, which is a bridal gift, and all these other things that, you know, women in Islam get. And I get a lot of backlash from men. You know, some of the comments that they made when I do write about these things is like, you know, we need to get you married because you talk too much. We have a history of women in Islam that were warriors, they were teachers, they were businesswomen. Khadija radiallahu anha was a businesswoman. So we have these examples of like these really powerful women that are just not transcending through the ummah. So it is sometimes kind of frustrating to like take a step back when I feel like Islam took us so many steps forward.
I'm someone who spent a long time in school. I have a PhD, and that takes years. And for the longest time, I was just focused on getting my education. Because of that, I didn't really have time to look for someone. And so I just kind of put it off. I thought when I finished up with my PhD and started working, I could just hop into it and find someone. But what I've realized is, even having been encouraged to focus on my career, get forward in that aspect, now I'm at the point where, oh, it's like, now you're too old.
To illustrate that that pressure of time with a clock in the photo, and show how that is such a big factor in a woman's process of selecting a spouse.
In this shoot, I'll be representing colorism.
Seema, tell me a little bit more about how you experience colorism in your community.
Colorism represents your worth just by your skin color. That the paler you are, the better you are, and the more worthy you are as a wife, as a partner. And I just faced a lot of struggles just trying to find a partner. There's these things in the South Asian community called biodatas, and there's a skin color category. If you're not labeled as fair, people just reject you. Like, they literally don't read your name, they go directly towards that. And it's so belittling. It's just completely wrong, and that's what Islam is completely against. So it's a huge issue, and young women trying, not even young women, just people trying to get married, it's a huge issue. That it's like as if it's a resume. If you're not pale, then you're just discarded. You're not even looked at. Yeah.
In this photo series, I am representing racism. Racism has affected me, as in, so I have to exist in this body, and no one really tries to get to know me for me. I'm just stereotyped by my skin color. And the Muslim community is very diverse, and I'm not the type to just numb myself to like a certain category when it comes to, because part of my deen is marriage, right? So I want to fulfill that, and I don't think about, oh, I'm gonna marry a black person, an Arab, or any other race. I just feel like love is love, and I have to exist in this body. So I can't.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
This campaign is really targeted for the Muslim community and anyone else who is an observer of these photos and our documentary here. I hope that they're educated about the issues that Muslim women are facing in America in their hunt for love and marriage. But for the Muslim community especially, I want everyone to understand that we are actually in a marriage crisis.
I see projects like this as an opportunity to really create transformational change in our communities. We have all of these conversations within ourselves, within our homes. We're like, wow, why is it so hard to get married? Or what happened with this? Or what happened with that? And until we're really bold enough to begin to have these conversations in public spaces, then we're going to continue to see the types of habits and patterns that perpetuate the problems that we see.
So one thing we want you guys to understand is that this is not in any way attacking men, but rather educating the communities on these issues and things that unfortunately they're perpetuating towards us.
I hope that this project goes viral. Honestly, I hope that it is seen by many people so we as a community can have a conversation of why these isms are so harmful. Not just these ones that were included in the project, but also the ones that we weren't able to incorporate, and why so many great women aren't getting married because, not just women, but why so many Muslims aren't getting married because of these ridiculous isms that we have in our community.